What is going on, you guys? Bastion White here, coming at you with my counter fairy deck profile. This is gonna be the budget 3 structure deck profile. So I was at a regional this past weekend. I was at the Parsippany, New Jersey regional, and it was round 7, I believe, yeah. And my opponent didn't show up, so I was kind of just like wondering what to do for the other next hour while the round lasted. So I was looking at the store and saw the structure deck and said, you know what, why not? And it's actually a lot of fun. I really had a lot of fun testing this deck. I literally built this in between the round, and I played my friend who his opponent didn't also show up either, I believe. But the only thing is, he was playing his full power Pendulum Magician deck, and I was actually proud I actually got one game against him with this. So it's actually got a lot of power, you know. So it's a really fun deck, and I'm happy with it. I'm happy that I picked it up. So let's get started. This is the 3 structure deck budget counter fairies. I'm going to start off with triple Guiding Ariadne. You need a player at 3. This is why counter fairies are a thing. You know, you put her in scale, you don't have to pay cost for almost anything. So that's pretty good. You want to play 2 Power Angel Valkyria, 2 Bountiful Artemis, and 2 Minerva, the Scholar of the Sky. Basically, you want to play each of them at 2 because you can bring all of them out with Ties of Brethren regardless. This one allows you to search for fairy monsters, light fairy monsters, and this one lets you search your counter traps. So although this one does require you to have the Sanctuary in the Sky on board, so that's a little bit of limitation, but you kind of have to play her because she's really good. She's your beat stick. Every time a counter trap is activated, gains 500 permanent, and this one just searches a light fairy every time you activate a counter trap, or every time you negate a spell, trap, or monster effect, which is going to be by activating your counter traps. 1 Meltiel. This one is not as important because you gain life points, but the whole thing about this deck is that you're not going to have to pay cost to activate your traps, so this one's like not so important. Although if you do have Sanctuary in the Sky in the field, you can destroy a card your opponent controls every time you activate a counter trap, so that's pretty good. Want to play 2 Sacred Arknight Parseth. This is a crazy boss monster. I actually I won my game against my Pendulum Magician friend because I had this card. I was negating his things with the heralds, so all he could do was set Drone Lock, and I ended up summoning this because I activated the trap that lets you summon him. So I summoned him and I punched him for 28 because Drone Lock has 0 defense, and then I was able to search a counter trap. So I searched I think it was Recall or something. But yeah, this is a great card. Definitely the best Parseth boss monster there is. 2 Herald of Orange, 2 Herald of Greenlight, and you gotta play with the 2 Eva. This is an amazing engine. This is the most fun I had playing the entire deck, was this engine right here. Basically, if you discard, this lets you negate spells, and this lets you negate monster effects. So when he would activate his scales, I would just go Herald Eva, and then activate Eva effect, banish the Herald or banish something else, and search 2 more. I could search another Eva, and then a Herald of Orange or another Herald of Green. So it was a crazy engine. It's a lot of fun. I really like this. Also, you need it because you're gonna play Archlord Christia, and you don't want more than 4 fairy monsters. So this Eva lets you thin out your graveyard to make sure that you have 4 so you can summon your Archlord Christia. I'll play triple Sanctum of Parseth. The ability of this card that lets you shuffle fairies and/or counter traps from your graveyard to the top of your deck in any order can be useful, but honestly I didn't like it too much because I pretty much found myself that I needed resources that weren't in my graveyard. So this is like a really good like late game card, but it's only once per turn. It's not I play turns, so it's not like I can stack myself ready for the next turn, you know. So it's okay. Although it is really good, just because you can put your solemn strikes and stuff back into the deck, so that's helpful. Yeah, pretty much I like about this card is the protection that it gives for your set cards, and the attack boost. It's pretty nice. Also, it constant sanctuary in the sky, so you need it. Triple Ties of the Brethren. I thought about cutting this down to 2 and playing one of the Sanctuary in the Sky, which you can do that too, definitely. But I just like Ties of the Brethren 3. You kind of need to see this card turn 1, so you can completely just like lock out your opponent. So because the card you need to see, you gotta play it at 3. You know. For the draw power, you want to play 2 cards from the sky. I don't know why it's so limiting for light monsters. Like Allure is such a free card, and this one is basically the same thing. You know, you banish a light fairy monster from your hand, and if you do, you draw 2 cards, but you can't special summon or conduct your battle phase turn you activate this card, so that kind of sucks. I mean, if it would have said it for the rest of the turn, it would have been better, but you can't attack or special summon at all, so you can't activate Ties of the Brethren. But this deck doesn't really special summon except for Ties of the Brethren and the trap, so you know, why not play 2 of this. I'm gonna play triple Ultimate Providence. You really have no reason not to play this at 3. There's really no restriction except you have to the Mechaba effect where you have to like discard the same, but you have Guiding Ariadne, you basically activate a Solemn Judgment for free, you know. 2 Rebirth Parshath. This is such a great card. The only thing I don't like about it is that you have to reveal a counter trap in your hand, and there's no real way of getting around that because Ariadne only prevents you from discarding to activate and paying life to activate, but that's just reveal a card in hand. So it's a little bit restricting, but the fact that you get to special summon any Parshath monster from your deck or extra deck, so if you have the Synchro, you can summon it. If you have the Synchro, I would play it at 1 or 2, because then I would play this at 3 in the actual like full power, you know. But yeah, I think 2 is really good because I'm only playing 2 of the boss monsters, so you know. And I'll play 2 Divine Punishment. I would play it at 3, but I'm only playing 3 Sanctuary in the Sky, and this one I need Sanctuary in the Sky in order to activate it. So yep, only play it at 2. I'll play 2 Drastic Drop Off. Actually, I really like this card. I really do. When an opponent adds a card, so I'm pulling up against like Spirals, they go Resort, search Super Agent. I'm like, okay, Drastic Drop Off. They have to discard that card. This is one of the cards that they drew or added to their hand. So, very important. 2 Recall. That's gonna be your budget Solemn Strike. I've talked about this card on the channel before. This card I think is a great substitute for a Solemn Strike. It's the closest it's gonna get, and this is gonna be your Solemn Striking if you're playing Cosmo, because if you're playing Cosmo, like, you know, life points are really important to you. So Recall is just gonna help you keep a few of those. And for the last 2 cards, you want to play Dark Bribe and the 1 Warning. Dark Bribe is just important. I liked it a lot when I was playing my barrier statue. You know, this saves you so many times from board wipes, things like that. But this is one you're gonna want to use mostly for traps. So if they activate a strike, you can just Dark Bribe them right back, because you had the Herald of Light, Orange, and Green. So you should be okay with negating monster and spell effects. The traps really get you, so you want to play 1, maybe 2 Dark Bribe, but I just have it at 1, and of course the 1 Warning. So that's gonna be it, guys, for my budget 3 structure deck profile of the Counter Fairies. This is a really fun deck to play. I'm not sure about competitively, although I did see it at the regional yesterday. Some guy was playing Barrier Statue Counter Fairy, which I'm not sure if I agree with that, because Light Barrier Statue with Trickstars running around seems kind of counterproductive, but you know, I think he was doing well. So anyway, I got a 64th for anyone who was wondering, out of, I think it was some 400 people. So I did well, but not enough to get my invite. I'll probably be going to one in February, see if I can get there. And yeah. Alright guys, so I'll see you on the next one. Later.